The hotel lobby of Hotel OJ was usually a place of chaotic energy, but today, it felt clinical. The air smelled sharply of lemon oil and industrial-grade disinfectant. Soap didn't look at Trophy as a person. She hadn't for 3 days. To her, he was a problem, a smudge on the reputation of the hotel's decor. "Hold still," Soap commanded, her voice as flat as a freshly scrubbed floor. "The oxidation is reaching your base. If I don't get this off now, the pitting will be permanent." Trophy sat on the velvet stool, his brass finish dull and clouded with a grayish film of tarnish. For the first time in his life, he didn't have a retort. The loss in the final challenge hadn't just broken his spirit, it seemed to have physically decayed him. He felt heavy, useless, and strangely fragile. She didn't use a soft cloth. She used a green scouring pad. The first scratch of the abrasive material against his shoulder made him wince. It was a harsh, grating sensation that felt less like a massage and more like an interrogation. "You're lucky I'm even doing this," Soap continued, her eyes narrowed in focus. "Most people would have just thrown you in the basement. You're quite an eyesore like this, Trophy. All that ego, and you can't even keep yourself from rusting." "I'm not rusting," Trophy managed to mutter, though his voice lacked its usual bite. Soap stopped scrubbing for a second, leaning in close. Her reflection was clear in the one small patch of brass she had already polished to a mirror shine. He, however, was just a blurred, dark shape in his own surface. "You are," she whispered. "You're becoming a used-to-be. A piece of furniture that no one wants to sit on." She went back to work, the rhythmic scritch of the pad filling the silence. "But don't worry. I'm going to fix you. Not because I like you, honestly. You're exhausting, but because I can't stand a dirty winner. Even a fallen one." She finished the shoulder and stood back, wiping her hands on her apron. She pointed to a high, narrow shelf tucked into a shadow-drenched corner of the lobby. It was far above eye level, isolated from the couches and the fireplace. "There," she said, her tone final. "That's your spot. Until you can hold a shine for more than an hour, you stay on the shelf. I don't want your fingerprints, or your failure, getting on the good furniture." Trophy looked up at the lonely shelf. He was an athlete, a champion, a powerhouse. And now, he was being put away like a seasonal decoration. "Go on," Soap urged, already reaching for a bottle of glass cleaner for the coffee table. "Dust doesn't settle on moving targets, Trophy. Get up there." He didn't fight her. He climbed the small ladder she had provided and settled onto the cold wood. From up here, the lobby looked different, smaller, more distant. He watched Soap work below, her movements precise and obsessive. She didn't look up at him once. He was just another object she had successfully put back in its place.